Hello Internet, this is LordMaddog, and I'm coming at you with another SOULSLIKE project tutorial. And this one's going to be pretty straightforward and right easy because we're talking about Quest, and everything to do with Quest is actually handled right here inside this database. So we're going to look exactly where this database is at, so you're not going to ever miss it. It's going to be inside your data, your blueprints, and then from your blueprints, it's going to be inside your databases, and it's going to be DD quest list, and this is where everything's going to be handled and how it works. It will all refer to the journal. The journal handles everything that comes through. That's how it works. So it's say I want to add a quest. We've already gone over this a little bit. It's going to be inside your conversation component, and your conversation will be side effect add quest. Now you can also do this by calling through an NP by calling in a blueprint if you want. So you would have to get in your blueprint. I'll go ahead and show you how you do that in your blueprint. So you would have to get the player, you basically have to get the CW journal, however you get that. So first you would have to have your player, the inventory, the widget, the master widget, and the CW journal. So this is, you're going to be calling the quest to add quest here, and you have to have the quest name. And the same thing goes with if you're asking if the quest is complete, you would have to have questioning, you would have to question. You'd have to go, is quest complete? Quest complete. Oh, quest complete. Here it is. Set quest complete right here. Yeah. So it'd be running through that into the CW get quest is set quest complete. All right. That's how that works. Now everything else, whether it be checking if it killed enemies or done anything along that line, it automatically updates the player. You do not have to do anything. It's all automated. All right, so let's jump right on into this. The first thing we're gonna have to note is we're gonna have to have your row name. Now the row name is very, very important. This is how you're gonna be accessing that quest at any time during the thing. So if you have your quest, you're adding a quest. So you see here, put pants on is the quest that we're currently adding the quest to. And we go back to my data quest. We have right up there, put pants on right at the top. That is exactly how it's spelled. It has to be exactly, I think, even down to the capitalizations. So your row name is very, very important. You've got to get that absolutely right. So make sure that you name your quest the way you want to name them, and that's pretty much everything to do with that. And then we're going to go ahead and jump right on here. Your actual name of the quest can be anything you want. I would suggest looking kind of like what you're after for your row name. It's not as important as your row name. So like here, I put pants on, and I have put pants on, but I have spaces in and whatnot. Okay. Description, obviously your description here is this quest one says, it's freezing here in the city icy cave, and the strange guy gave me a pair of pants. I should put them on before my bums freeze. Okay. And then target location. As you see here, I don't have anyone actually selected for target location, but here I have, on next one I have target location. So this is like where you want to have a beacon appear on the map if the player is playing. A beacon will appear there, and the player, when he's tracking it, that beacon will be shown for him to go there. So it'll be both on the mini map and actually have a beacon there. It's typical standard game showing you where stuff is at. Information. If you don't want to handheld players, and you don't have to have a target location, because obviously I didn't have a target location for the first one. Okay, next one, we're going to have the quest giver's name. You don't necessarily absolutely have to have the quest giver's name, but you see here I have guy on fireplace, and I have, when I'm tracking, so when the quest is complete, it'll show me where the player is at. So basically another hand-holding thing for the player. Okay, now you do have to have map name. Your map name has to be exactly according to your map that you're currently in. And so if you have multiple maps through your game, you need to have the map name actually inside your desktop pad. Otherwise it will not calculate. If you're not on that map, it will not count as you getting any accomplishments to the system. So if you're killing enemies, even if it's the right type of enemies and it's not on the right map, it will not work. For obvious reasons. Okay, to kill target, travel to target location. So we have here, look for me. We see here, this one, my travel location that has 1, 2, 3, 4 different locations that I want to make a player to travel to, and it will do it in sequence. So the first sequence is the first sequence is the one in the first line, down the line, and it'll show each one in sequence. So if your target is to have player to go to multiple locations like a patrol data. That's what this one is for. Now, you can have multiple of these type of things going on at the same time. You don't have to, though. As you can see here, this is just for this one uses only travel to location. This one just uses desired items, checking if the player has certain items, and this one actually has checks if the current things are equipped on. But let's say I was using the new role one, I would have travel to locations, and I have multiple travel to locations, and I have target to kill. We'll go over target to kill real quick. Target to kill is basically the NPC you want to kill. So in this case, I have it so you want to kill skeleton melees times 10. But let's say I wanted Jim to kill a frost giant times 1. That's a boss monster, and you'd have to have that boss monster inside the map you're currently after, and make sure you get the right one. And when the player kills it, it'll complete that part of the quest. Okay, and it'll save that the player killed that too. Okay, now desired items. This is so items that you want the player to actually have in the inventory when they complete the quest. So to complete this quest so far, I would have to have killed the boss giant, and I have to have in my inventory a crystallized stone times 1, and I also need to have a cape times 1 in my inventory. And these items will be taken away from the player at the end of the quest. So I don't know why a cape. Let's take that off where we don't necessarily need to steal the poor player's cape. We need to exit that there. Why is that not leaving on me? Oh, because I'm not index. Here we go. Delete it. Okay. So, and then the next one, equip type. So you need to this is whether or not the player has some type of item equipped. So this is like the one for like put pants on here. We want to have him legs over. So he can't complete this quest if he does not have pants on. So that's that one. So like for me, I want him to he has to kill this quest here. He has to kill a frost giant. He has to be giving me 1 crystal, a crystallized stone, and he has to be wearing a belt. And then we have a generic boolean. This is not actually fully implanted at the moment, but it's very easy to add if you wanted to use it. Basically, you would have a blueprint in here that gets the quest line, and it would change the quest member. Here, set quest member, and you would change your desired generic boolean that you would get the name of. Now, if I were to fully flesh this system out, which I haven't, I'll probably do when I go to make my own game, but I would not necessarily do it into this system. I would probably make the generic boolean to have a name of itself. So it'd be a struct, would be a name and a boolean, and you can just do that. Go figure out where this boolean, this struct is, and change and add this instead of generic boolean, add another struct inside the struct. Okay. For a generic boolean, that would be like if you have a player interacting with an item. So if you want the player, it's always easy enough to have that item give an item to the player, like a key or a rusty nail or something that you'd want. But let's say you just want to have the player go interact with the, I don't know, go interact with the whale and make a wish, then that would be your generic boolean right here. The moment he interacts with that you would just have a blueprint that would hit this generic boolean to is true. So this index boolean 1 would become true. So that you wouldn't be setting the boolean yourself. This would be set by the blueprint. All right. Now track is something that's also set by blueprint. Complete is set by blueprint. You're not setting it yourself. And then your quest rewards. Obviously, this is pretty much how it works. So in this case, I am giving the player 500 gold coins. Quality does not matter because gold coins do not have quality. And then I am giving him, let's say I give him 10,000 1,000 XP. Now, let's say I had this being a let's see, base, let's say legs. I'm giving him legs, and I'm giving him 1 set of legs, and the quality here is according to the current enum. So see here, I've got, it doesn't actually have, I probably should, you can't have what do they call them? Tooltips here. So I think the enums go from 0 to 7. I think so. I think it's 0 to 7. So the quality of 0 would mean it'd be abysmal. You'd be giving him abysmal art legs. And then see your quest here. Quest give item. Do I have that open here? Give reward. Yes, here it is. Here. So we are. So right here we can pull off this rarity and make this into a select, and we'll just go down the line and select what it would be. So yeah, the select list is abysmal, poor, ordinary, fine. So fine would be 4, excellent 5, masterful 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay, so artifact. Okay, so you can just according to the one you want to give quality wise, you just look at the list of my enum, the rarity enum, and it is according to the quality there. And that's probably actually been an actual enum in itself in the struct list. S class amount quality. You know what? I think I can just go change that so it's actually very easy. I'm going to go ahead and find that S class quality amount. Oh no, because that's used at something else. I don't want to go changing that. Yeah, that's used in multiple things, and it's used differently and elsewhere. So I don't want to change it, but in this case, it's directly affecting the rarity. Okay, and that's pretty much everything when it comes to how the quest work. As I said, it's all right here in this thing. Everything else would be handled either through the conversation, or you would have to have a blueprint that would send the message to check if the quest is complete, or if or give the quest. So that is pretty much everything. I do believe that would be pretty close to the last tutorial, if not the last tutorial for this SOULSLIKE project system, but I may have missed something. If I had and you would like to know more, do not hesitate to ask. If I missed something that you would like to know about this specific one, do not hesitate to ask either. So, and that is pretty much everything for the SOULSLIKE project. I hope you have enjoyed this set of tutorials and that you have learned how to use this system and that it will be a great use to you. In the coming future, I will be making a game using this system. I will not probably be doing a lot of updates to the system itself, because it has pretty much everything you need to make a game out of it. But if you would like to help that, I am a Christian and I will be making a Christian game here soon. It's going to the object would be to be kind of like a bullet heaven that you progress along this path, wiping out a whole bunch of monsters as you go, and you will have the Holy Grail will basically be the basis of it. So it'll be kind of like a Souls-like bullet heaven system that you build up the hometown as you go along. That is the object of it. If you are interested in helping with that, I would love to hear from you. LordMaddog, signing off.